This week on Cartridge Blowers, touchdown, home run, slam dunkerton. This week, we talk about Crash and Nikki and the Boyz, the whole Wii U launch lineup and how childishly hopeful we are for it, and call up John Madden because it's a full-blown celebrity all-star invitational tournament championship World Series Super Bowl. We play non-sport sports games. Does that make sense? Who cares? Cody plays a shitty mascot racing game, but not that shitty one about Diddy Kong. Dylan gets dirtier than Christina Aguilera, and I find out just what the hell Sepak Tekraw is. This week, we're all Sporty Spice on Cartridge Blowers, Episode 9, Tutorials Are For Pussies.
YNIN Podcasting, part of the EDOC NameLock Interactive Network.
Episode 9 for Thursday, November 15th, 2012. Tutorials are for pussies.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Cartridge Blowers, the show where we give video games a second chance to make a first impression. You can stream and find all of our old episodes over at yninteractive.com. That's yninteractive.com. And you can also subscribe to us on iTunes, YouTube, /YNIN pod, and pretty much everywhere else you can subscribe to crap. I'm Cody Coleman, head administrator of the EDOC NameLock Interactive Network, and with me, as always, is Nikki Wright.
Hi.
Dylan Frisbee.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And Matt Crua.
What's up, yeah? What's up?
Nothing is up. You're gang signing it up. That's good. I think we'll pull in a whole new audience.
My hand is cramping.
I'm very sorry, Matt.
Gangs are hard.
Gang sign sports, not so much Matt's forte.
Yeah.
However, speaking of weird things that aren't sports, that's what we're going to be playing this week.
Sports?
We randomly generated non-sports games.
I'm a shut-in.
Why didn't we play actual sports games? I just bought
Why didn't we play
Madden.
actual sports?
Yeah, let's just...
That would have been way more interesting considering this group. No, it's
tackle football.
We played fake sports games because we don't like regular sports games. Though, aren't actual sports games in the rotation somewhere? Isn't that?
I don't remember.
I hope not.
I hope not.
Yeah, because they're boring. No one wants to watch us play sports games. Why?
I think I'm the only person who doesn't hate sports games entirely. I don't go out of my way for them, but I've liked sports games from time to time. I've had fun with Maddens before, and of course,
NBA Jam doesn't count.
NBA Jam counts.
NBA Jam
totally
is
counts.
really
I'm
good.
Sorry, Berenstein Bears. NBA Jam is the best.
Berenstein Bears Extreme Sports, sadly not a game that's featured on today's episode, though an actual game. So
yeah.
I totally forgot that I committed to playing that. I'm really sorry.
It's all right. You were committed to play another game too, Cabbage Patch Gang Sports.
That's totally what it was. There was oh my god, it was awful.
What's it actually called?
Crash and the Boyz Street.
Oh, okay. So you actually were playing Crash and the Boyz.
Yeah.
Okay, that's semi-classic.
Street Challenge. Is it?
Yeah, there was a band in Scott Pilgrim named after Crash and the Boyz.
That's right.
Were they awful?
No.
Because this was awful.
Sounds awful.
But like the sports in it were so cool. Like there was the street 400-meter hurdles. Where you're doing the hurdles in an alley, and sometimes the hurdles attack you too. And then my all-time favorite was pole vaulting between buildings.
Nice.
Not dangerous at all.
Not at all.
No.
Unlike most of my playthroughs through the game, I would either forget that you have to press a different button to like bend the pole, and I would just fall off the building, or
Nice.
I would accidentally throw the pole or the vault right away, so I would have nothing to get, once I got to the edge, I would be like, oh, I guess I'm just going to have to try to leap of faith it, and no, that's not.
So there it is. That's what Nikki's video would have been like.
Yeah, unfortunately, it wouldn't encode. It kept failing.
It kept failing.
Yeah. Oh well, that's all right. That's we've heard all the important stuff.
Pretty much didn't work today, so.
Oh, all right. Well, all right. But we have 3 other games that we'll get to in a little bit. But first, before we take that dive into the past, let's take a look at the top games we're excited about and the new crap. All right. So, there's not a lot. We're going to do things a little bit differently this time. Instead of focusing on all the crap that came out, and there's tons of it, especially this time of year, we're just going to focus on maybe the top 5 to 10 things that we feel are worth talking about. But we're going to do this a little out of order this time because November 18th is full of a bunch of stuff we need to get to. But November 20th actually has PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, which is Sony's answer to Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen trailers for this?
I haven't.
I have.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I may still like Smash Brothers just a little bit more.
I agree.
I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of those characters I have any attachment to, and a lot of them are newer.
Rapper.
Whatever,
Parappa.
man.
Parappa was awesome.
Rules.
I like that they're. I like that
Second
they're
turn
kind
the signal
of.
to the right as I roundhouse kick you in the face, bitch.
I like that they're reaching back kind of into some stuff that they haven't tapped into. I liked seeing Sir Fortescue from Medieval show up.
Yeah.
And you know, Sony doesn't necessarily have a huge first-party history.
No, they don't, which I found it was really interesting that they decided to come up with a Smash Brothers style game.
Right. I mean, and they're cribbing. They're cribbing some people from other studios. I mean, you've got characters from BioShock and Metal Gear and Tekken, and those aren't Sony.
They're not first party, but
Right.
they're exclusive to the system.
No, Metal Gear isn't.
Character.
That's true. Though it pretty much is now. For a while, there hasn't been any Metal Gear stuff released on anything but Sony platforms.
Yeah.
Oh, well. So that's it for the 20th, of at least as far as what we're talking about. Then we're going to jump back to November 18th, and the rest of the games we're going to be talking about is going to be very themed because we're getting a new console. The Wii U comes out on November 18th. I know! Crazy, right?
Wait, are you, like, buying us one?
All of us. I'm buying each one of us a Wii U.
This is why we're friends.
But we still hate you.
I know. It may get lost in the mail, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try really hard. I'm going to expedite it. So we can play all of these games before the next show. So the games that we're going to be talking about, of course, the Wii U being the new Nintendo franchise console that has the gamepad that's like a tablet. And all that other stuff that they'll use probably as, interestingly, as they use the Wii Remote, which is also still usable with this system. But the first one we're going to talk about is ZombiU.
Looks scary as hell and awesome.
It looks like a pretty decent survival horror zombie game. Where you use the little gamepad. They showed it in the trailer where you hold it up to like do sniper shots from distances instead of zooming in on the screen. It zooms on the thing, though I don't really know why you couldn't just zoom in on the screen, but it's novel, I guess.
I like how the controller is also your backpack, and so whenever you have to reach into your backpack and your inventory, you actually have to reach into the controller. But meanwhile, on screen, the action is still happening.
Yeah.
And so, you're like frantically like, shit, I gotta get this. Meanwhile, attack.
Just a second! Damn it!
I like the fact that the game seems legitimately hard. It
does.
It looks like you're
really
meant to die a lot, and that's okay.
Now, my question is it walking for you?
No.
Or are you just going for the ride, or are you controlling your movements as well?
Yeah, it's not a rail shooter. It's just first person. You're going everywhere. Yeah.
So you're controlling where you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So
cool. It looks really pretty decent. Moving on to a game that looks like it could go either way, depending on how you liked the first one. Epic Mickey 2 Power of 2 comes out.
It's gotta be better than the first one.
I hear the first one was pretty bad. Ambi, who is a Disney junkie and was really excited about a post-apocalyptic cyberpunk and Mickey world, hated it. So,
Ambi, if you're listening, you got a little Disney right here.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh well.
Spoiler.
So that was that. Next up, we get Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed, dropping the Sega All-Stars from the franchise because it's not just Sega anymore. They're bringing in Wreck-It Ralph.
No. It doesn't end at Wreck-It Ralph. Please.
Oh, is there more than just Wreck-It Ralph?
I have been
coming in?
following this game because I played the previous game. It was awesome.
I actually really liked the previous.
The only problem with it is that there was no online, and this one brings you online, and it looks like you have like transforming vehicles and stuff. It looks like a really fun racing game.
Yeah.
But it's getting rid of a lot of the Sega characters from the previous one, and replacing them with some other Sega characters. I really hope they bring back the Ryo Hazuki from Shenmue because he was driving a forklift for no reason. I thought that was hilarious.
Amazing.
And then they had Jackie and Akira from Virtua Fighter in the car from Daytona USA, and it was like that's just
which car? Like when you say
it's
car?
Hornet. Hornet is the
okay.
main car from Daytona USA. But
I also remember that or the horse. And that
you could also play as
there was
a tree.
A horse.
You can play as a tree?
Yes.
Oh my god! I have to go back.
You could play as the car from Daytona USA in a fighting game, but that's
You can. You can. That fighting game is ridiculous, and I want to play it.
Mega Mix, yeah.
Yeah.
But the weird one. And speaking of things that aren't sports, you can play as Danica Patrick.
What? The NASCAR driver?
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah. Danica Patrick is actually sponsored by Sega, I guess, in her racing career car man thing. But so they were like, "Hey, you should be in our racing game. That would be a great crossover." And she was like, "Yeah," and the fans were like, "What?" And so that happened.
Right on. Next up on the list, we get New Super Mario Bros. U, which is the, I guess, console version of New Super Mario Bros. Wii 2, or New Super Mario Bros. 2.
Yeah.
So, I guess
should
that
be
could
awesome.
Fun. I loved the first New Super Mario Bros. Game, so...
The ones on the Wii are way better than the handheld ones, I feel, just because of the multiplayer aspect. We've been playing a hacked version of New Super Mario Bros. Wii recently here in the household, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been really insane.
What have you changed?
They just made like about 100 new levels, and they get really fucking hard.
Yeah. No, when people hack Mario levels, they fucking go balls to the wall.
Yeah, but it's fun, and you can never run out of lives. So if this one's anything like, the original New Super Mario Bros. Wii, I'm into it, Yeah.
But yeah, so that's it for the new crap. Why don't we actually start playing some games? So, you guys, I hope, have all the videos queued up, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir.
Who's up first on the docket, Matt?
Looks like you.
All right. Okay. So, I played, again, we're playing fake sports that are not real, as Nikki described earlier. I played a kart racer, because there aren't really games.
That's a sport.
I have
Olympics.
Kart racing where you throw weapons at each other and...
I may have actually been playing Mario Kart instead of watching the Olympics.
Fair enough. And this is Sony's answer to the Mario Kart genre, and it was actually pretty good. There were, for a while, a lot of kart racers that were released that were really terrible. And this is Crash Team Racing. It's the Crash Bandicoot characters in its own racing game. And you'd think, terrible, right? Because Crash Bandicoot.
Terrible.
But not not really as bad as I was expecting, though we'll get into the game and you can see for yourself what you think. So yeah, in fact, I was reading up on it, they said that and I wish they hadn't completely scrapped this, but they recreated an entire level of Diddy Kong Racing, which they don't own the rights to put into the game to test to see if a map of that size and scale was possible on the PlayStation. Which, by the way, before I played this, I played Diddy Kong Racing, and it was too shitty to be on this show. So why don't you count us in, and we'll watch a little Crash Team Racing.
Sure. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
All right. So, that was loud. Sorry. So we have Dr. Neocortex.
Why does it want to give me a seizure right off the bat?
I don't know, but it does.
To test if you're worthy.
Right.
Really, I'm not.
I'm not worthy.
Naughty Dog creation.
So,
They don't have to make Crash games anymore. They made Uncharted and can just retire.
yeah, they're done. Yeah.
Whoa, I'm Crash. I'm so wacky. I got attitude. Whoa.
I was never into Crash
is an
Bandicoot.
idiot. Crash Bandicoot games were bad.
I remember they had an ad campaign, like where a guy in a Crash suit would stand outside Nintendo headquarters and like belittle workers as they went in. And
I remember that.
And I thought that was just the shittiest thing to do.
They even had
even
one
as a
where
kid.
they were just trying to make Crash seem like the new cool mascot, and they had
Yeah.
him going into a hospital, and like Sonic was in a full body cast, and there was
I remember
Mario.
that too.
Yeah, it
I
was
thought
fucked
those
up.
commercials were ridiculous.
And I was
were.
like, is that even
That's like
legal?
Yeah, there's.
You're playing
there's
as the
several.
bad guy?
Yeah, I did. Yes, I decided to play as Neocortex.
This is just like Mario Kart.
Yeah, it's
what a
even
rip-off.
question marks on
Sony,
the
come
boxes.
on.
It's very
Sony.
similar. This was before they added things to this.
This is just Koopa Beach with a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, darker sand.
This
Is that
there
a
are a
banana
few
peel?
things that's essentially a banana peel. There are a few things about this that are different. They added the drift speed up before Mario Kart did. So Double Dash added the drift thing, and this game actually had it first.
Yeah, but the drift thing like ruined Double Dash.
Yeah, but
It made it so because it was so hard to do.
it was hard to do.
Like when you could do it, you were unbeatable because no one
Oh,
else
this also
could do it.
this also added the whole if you jump before like a cliff or something and then you land, then you also get the boost, which was also done before Mario Kart. They also, which I figure out later on in this video, like the Wampa fruit as you gather them, which are essentially the coins from Super Mario Kart. If you collect, like I think 10 of them, your weapons become more powerful or they do something different. Here, I skipped ahead because once I got to the lead right there, I never fell out of the lead, so nothing really happened. So I skipped to the next race.
Oh, okay.
Just like Mario Kart.
Just like Mario Kart, yeah.
So the fruit make your weapons more powerful?
They do, yeah. The more
Well,
that you have.
At least the coins have a use in this game.
Yeah, they didn't really have. I
Well,
think they made you.
They were only in Super Nintendo, and the
Yeah.
only reason for them, I think, I don't even remember there being a reason for them. Like maybe like
They-
lives.
I
you-
forget.
If you ran out of them, everything that you bumped into caused you to spin out.
That might. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's stupid.
it was.
I'm glad they got rid of that.
I am too. It was a stupid mechanic that pretty much apparently everyone else thought was stupid. And this map is like kind of a cooler version of Wario's N64 of
Arena
course.
thing.
Yeah.
Except not cooler.
I like this one better. I didn't really like the dirt track and the.
What? Wario Stadium is like one of the best tracks in that game.
Everyone loves that game or
Yeah.
that track. I didn't dislike it.
This one doesn't even have the huge jump.
Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't have a huge jump. That's
I gotta
true.
say though, as far as Mario Kart, which is funny that we're talking more about Mario Kart playing this game, I like the
relevant.
Super Nintendo version
There-
much
there's-
better.
I like
There's
Super
your
Mario.
that was
Your red shells?
your star. No, well,
Oh,
the little tiki guy.
yeah.
That's your invincibility. This is an improvement of the TNT thing, which actually I did cut out, is the TNT thing. When you land it, it pops onto someone's head, and then it doesn't blow up for so many seconds. So if you get stuck with it on your head, you could actually use that to blow up other people on the track too by steering into them. So it does add a bit more of an element to it. There's your red banana peel, which just causes the people to spin out longer.
Okay.
So useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Secret.
And then I find that, and too late to turn into it, so fuck.
No.
Well, I didn't want to lose,
Yes.
so I didn't turn back around.
I would lose. I mean, who cares? It's for
It's a
Cartridge
secret.
Blowers.
I found a secret. But I wanted to win. Because actually,
I wanna
I
see the
I
secrets.
really quite enjoyed this game. It was no Mario Kart 64,
So,
but
what didn't you like about Diddy Kong Racing?
it was
Slow.
It was very slow, very cartoony graphics. Like normally I like that, but it was so.
If
it
I recall
felt
right, I
Fisher
remember it
Pricey.
kind of being sort of like the Donkey Kong games.
Was. How can you complain
didn't
about
think
Diddy
so.
Kong's cartoony graphics and like this? This is
I felt
like
it was-
fucking. This is like Tex Avery shit.
I felt that Diddy Kong's graphics were they felt Fisher Pricey to me. Like there was almost no shading, almost no textures. It was almost very solid everything. It looked very like it would give me a cavity if it was a real thing. And it was really slow. Almost nothing happened in it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't fun. You could tell what weapon you were going to get based on which balloon you drove through, and it never changed. And I got like 3 different color balloons in the amount of time that I was playing it, so there were 3 weapons. It just wasn't fun. This one was much more akin to a more advanced Mario
I think
Kart.
I think this might have been on a demo disc.
Yeah, and there I cut ahead because, again, I was ahead for so long that nothing happened, so I jumped ahead here. And I get hit with something. I don't know what, but it caused me to fall behind.
Lightning bolt.
Probably, yeah. Except I didn't shrink. There's no shrinking weapon in this game, which is too bad.
I know, that was my favorite aspect.
Yeah, that was my favorite weapon in Mario, but I was never behind far enough to get it.
Yeah, you had to be in 8th place to get it.
Yeah.
Normally.
What does that say about me?
And so here we are, entering into the final race.
So what's the storyline for this game?
You are racing. There's a guy called Nitrous Oxide who wants to speed the world up so
Good.
fast that you reach to the end of time.
Bad.
So I don't really know why you're racing to get to him in a tournament, but you are.
Alright.
You're racing through all these things to try to get to him and stop him before he can speed the world up. So it's an alien, which originally he was going to be a mad scientist, but they
Diddy
felt
Kong
they-
Racing is too cartoony. Every time you throw an item in this game, it goes woo. It's just like
Shut up.
it's like a slide whistle.
I don't know. I didn't really like Diddy Kong Racing very much. I thought it was too boring to be in the show.
And see, this looks just like a Mario Kart level too.
It's very Mario Karty. It basically felt like a more advanced version of the earlier Mario Kart games, and exactly like a version of the later Mario Kart games.
This is reminding me from Wreck-It Ralph. This is what this is.
Yeah, very.
And
Like,
this is why you played
Super
this.
Yeah, I can see that.
but I liked the fact that the Wampa fruit could power up your weapons and do something.
Like, does it make them visually distinct, or?
A little bit. Like your missiles, you'll either get more missiles, or you can get one that shoots like multiple missiles. Your TNT becomes a nitro thing that just blows up really big.
Nice.
Yeah, I hit
You
my
suck.
own fucking. I hit my own fucking banana peel equivalent.
You've
You
lost.
have good
this.
reflexes there, buddy.
You're not gonna ever catch these guys.
They're not that far ahead. They're right there. Of course, it is on the third lap of the final race.
Whoa, what happened?
I don't know.
Blow on
It glitched out for a second. Yeah. But,
Seizure test.
I got a clock that for some reason got me the lead. So, I'm cool with that. And fuck you, Matt. I win.
Is Conker in this game?
Conker is in this game.
No,
No,
he's not.
He's not. He was
He's
in
in
Diddy
Diddy
Kong Racing,
Kong,
though.
yeah.
And that's the character I was playing when I was doing the Diddy Kong Racing thing.
Yeah.
But he's very different from Conker's Bad Fur Day. And there I go, first place. I got the most points.
That was weird.
Yeah, I don't like
That was really creepy.
that
What the
character's
fuck?
design was kind of nightmarish.
Uh,
So that's it. That's all there is to it.
all right.
So yeah,
Wasn't
Did
terrible.
you like
it was fun. I liked it. I did, but I really like Mario Kart, and it was exactly like Mario Kart. So if you like Mario Kart, then you'll like Crash Team Racing, especially if you like the later versions, because it's kind of like that, only with not quite as good graphics. And Crash Bandicoot characters, the hit mascot character for the millennia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and Spyro.
Yeah,
Spyro's cool though.
Spyro is still making games.
See the dragon.
Yeah. Oh, shut up. I don't even.
You
realize
gotta watch these shows to know Dylan's fascination with dragons.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dylan.
Oh, Dylan's dragon toy. So Matt, who's up next?
Speaking of Dylan.
Dylan's up. Okay, Dylan, why don't you tell us about your game?
I played Dragon Racer. No, just joking.
That's King Vitamin's favorite sport.
I played Dirt Showdown.
Okay.
It's a racing game also, but it's more of a demolition racer. Let's see. The developers are Codemasters, Southam. I don't know how you say that, but never heard of them.
They're British.
Yeah, they made a pretty good game. It was released for the PS3, Xbox 360, and what I played it for was on the PC. That was released in May. So yeah, I mean, let's start this crazy video.
Time to get dirty. Ready?
Exactly.
3, 2, 1, dirt.
All right.
Is this the first dirt or is this a sequel?
This is a sequel.
Because I remember the first one was based around some actual British driver, like Colin McRae or something, and it was very simulation based. And now Dirt has gone awesome. So.
Yeah. No, the music is fascinating too. You don't got dirt on me.
Is this part of the? Is this where I'm gonna need to cut it out?
Oh, here we
Best
go.
drink ever.
Indeed.
So I set to advanced, which is the hardest I could play it as, and yeah, enjoy.
Man, they completely shut down the Embarcadero for this.
Yeah. That's what makes it fake.
Oh gosh, not a first-person view. I hate racing games with first-person views.
I change it back.
I totally played racing games in first-person view.
I can't handle it. It makes me kind of, I don't know. It makes me really bad at them.
I played Cruising USA a lot. Wasn't that a first-person game?
No, it was both.
It could be in first-person if you want.
I'm sure there has been, but I can't think of any popular racing game that makes you play in first-person view. They're always an option.
So this game, it was impossible to steer, and as your car got damaged, it didn't perform as smoothly as it first did.
And now the ghosts are gonna fucking take over everything.
Exactly.
Quit destroying the Ecto 1.
When did this game come out?
May
There
2012.
isn't
It's
a
really
mini-map
pretty.
to let you know where the turns are?
No.
It's like a figure eight. What do you?
It's
what
a
do you
figure
need
eight.
that for?
Exactly. So you also had a replay function too, mid-race, and
Brutal T-bone.
I started playing around with it. Kind of useless. I mean, I while playing this, I got so into it that I forgot I was recording.
What are the crashes like? I mean, can you blow up your car in this game? Can you?
No.
No?
I haven't gotten too far in this game to know what is out there, but as far as I know, when you wreck it, it just shows your car smoke a lot, and as far as me, it just smoked a lot and broke down. It said wrecked.
It became hard to use.
It wasn't like Rush, where your car just literally blew up in flames and you had to bosh it back, blah blah, box of ashes.
When I'm thinking of like my favorite racing game that is not a Mario Kart game, I love the Burnout series, and those games are all about blowing up your car. And
I never played one, and I always wanted to.
I would suggest Revenge for the 360. It's amazing.
I've never played the Burnout games.
They're great because you can race if you want to.
The main objective is to create the most destruction ever, right?
Right, yeah. There's like puzzle games where you have to crash in certain ways to make as much
that's
destruction
cool.
possible. And there's so many different modes, and it's really fun. Yeah. Paradise is okay, but this is dirt. Let's talk about dirt.
Yeah.
You're on asphalt. There's no dirt here.
Fuck.
I think the worst thing about this game is the announcer.
Is there one track in the game?
The game I had, yes.
Oh, cool. This is Figure 8 Paradise. That's why it's called 8-Ball.
Yes.
Oh, get it.
So this guy was in my way, so I decided just to boost it.
It looks like it's becoming night.
Oh wow, it does.
Or at least maybe the weather's changing or something.
It's getting cloudy.
We've been driving in figure eights for so long. I barely remember what the number 7 looks like anymore.
What was the world like before we started driving in circles and then turning and then driving another circle? I don't remember. I miss my wife and kids. Insane shunt! You misspelled stunt there, idiot.
Once again, I played with the replay feature.
Whoa.
Probably just cut this.
Why does every one of the cars have like the angry yet confused eyeballs on them?
I don't know.
That's a weird decal to be on every car.
Oh wait, you're the great one. I just noticed that.
He is.
Yeah, that's good to know.
And amongst the ashes of destruction.
You
the
really
eyeball.
enjoy the replay feature.
Games with good replay features can be really fun to mess with. Grand Theft Auto 4 for PC has a really awesome replay feature.
I had no idea what just happened back there, so I wanted to see what happened. So, yeah, I lose control. This asshole makes me turn around. I was like, what the hell?
No, you're the great one.
I could not get out of that intersection. I just kept getting hit and hit and hit. Needless to say, I do reckon this.
Man, what if the Ecto 1 was in Twisted Metal? I like Twisted Metal.
Well, Sweet Tooth was like a ghost. There were like a couple ghost characters in Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
Such a dark game.
It was. Especially Black. Black was messed up.
That was the
So
most popular
what
one.
I picked up on is that you get boosts, right? Like a nitro, but you only get it for wrecking, and you get more boosts by like
By
depending on
destroying
how
your car?
by
Or
destroying
you
other
wrecking?
people's cars.
Oh,
And
okay.
if you ram into somebody, it won't hurt you; it'll hurt them. That is if you instigate a crash. So this match, I just put it on a replay feature and let the camera swivel around to show you how pretty it is and all the different angles. But that's me racing, and
You have
I
like
also-
rockets on your sides.
yeah, it's my exhaust system
I feel like that's dangerous.
a little bit.
Like your doors are gonna melt or something.
I don't finish this race either. I wreck again, and at that point, I was like, I just want to finish one race
So
with
wait.
this car.
Are you playing the entire race with them just randomly switching the cameras on you?
No, this is a
This is
replay.
your point? Okay.
This is
all right.
replay of me playing, but
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
just a replay.
okay, Matt?
Nope.
This is a really pretty game.
Mm-hmm. It goes for $60.
That's hence why you played the demo.
Yes, that's why I played the demo.
I don't know that I would pay $60.
Not for a racing game. I don't.
No.
No, I don't think racing games have enough depth to them to.
Though it'll go on sale, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have like 2, 3 free copies of Dirt 3 just lying around the house. So
You get weird multiple copies of games.
I have
So-
5 generations I need to.
This is my final race. I do finish, but it's an amazing race because it's super aggressive, and I end up being in last place right from the start because
Oh,
of
wow.
these assholes.
You are just being pummeled.
Yeah,
Well, he's
look
the
at
great one,
what
man.
is
We gotta take him
happening.
out.
Good lord.
So I'm in 8th place now, right from the beginning, and I'm pissed.
So pissed you have angry eyes on the back of your car.
Yes, the angry-eyed Avenger.
So whose idea was it to, let's just take over San Francisco's streets, crowded streets, and have a bunch of shitty cars race each other.
Yeah. On... Dude, what? They just built a random track in the middle of San Francisco.
I wish
Uh-oh.
you were actually driving through all of San Francisco. That would
Yeah.
be great.
That would have been awesome. In fact, that's things like that are why I like the Midnight Club series.
It's more like Burnout. Burnout, it doesn't have tracks; it has cities that you drive through.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I like Rush too. That's
Yeah.
take shortcuts through cities and huge jumps.
San Francisco Rush.
Yeah. All the
Yeah, in
rushes.
fact, you really wouldn't be able to tell this was San Francisco if it wasn't for the fact that the Golden Gate Bridge is right there.
Exactly.
Come on,
And it
great one.
says
Oh, my
San
door's
Francisco.
Are you actually in the car? I can't see.
Yeah. There's a driver in there.
Okay. I hate when games are like really pretty, or like there's racing games. Like I think Gran Turismo does this. It's super pretty and hyper realistic, but there's no one in the car. It's like
Yeah.
It's
Come on.
remote control.
just render like a little guy for me, please.
So I'm at
work
final
out
lap. I'm in
dry.
5th place.
Or at the very
Got
least, like a
screwed over
silhouette
with, yeah.
head.
Right.
They wanted to make sure they put a lot of effort into designing the inside of the car for when you go to first-person mode,
Oh.
so that they can just put a camera inside the car. You don't want the hands there; that would be distracting.
I just noticed this race is sponsored by NOS energy drinks.
Oh, finish.
Welcome to modern video games.
Third place, respectable.
Not bad.
Yeah. For the hardest mode? Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah, I mean,
Jupiter
they
Del
beat the
Rio.
shit out of you. All right. So,
yeah, you know,
Dylan, what
awesome
do you think of
music.
your game?
I liked it. Not paying $60 for it, but
No.
if it's ever on sale, I would pick it up.
It looks really cool.
It is.
Yeah, it was
I
very,
like the
very
music.
attractive.
I'm gonna go back and turn it back on after the show and listen to that opening song all the way.
Yeah.
Right on.
Let's get into Matt's game now.
Oh boy.
Tell us about it.
Okay, this game is called Sports Island DS. It's part of a series called, it's actually from Japan, called Deca Sports.
Okay.
And what they are is started on the Wii, and each game has been just a collection of various sports games. The most recent one for 3DS has trampoline, snowball fight, and blow guns.
Trampoline
Wait,
snowball fight.
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna
nice.
say trampoline snowball fight.
No,
Like,
no,
because
no, no.
holy
They're separate.
fuck,
I'm sorry.
What snowball fighting is missing?
This is the one I played for you today is Deca Sports DS or Sports Island DS. I don't believe it was released in America. Most of these are Europe and Japan only. But I managed to snag a copy, and there's I believe 10 sports in this, and I go through 7 of them. And let me just say I've played some games on here. And remember that time I beat Mario 2 and I was really good at it?
Yeah.
Remember when I was really good at video games?
Yeah. Not so much.
Not
All right.
today.
Those days are over.
Yeah, so I'll describe the sports we play to you, but let's go ahead and get into it, okay?
Okay. Count us
All right.
in.
3, 2, 1.
9, 7.
Okay, so this is made by Hudson and sponsored by Adidas. So you know it's real sports.
Right.
So I just kind of get into it. It's very bright and happy. I'm like, okay, sure, open match, and here's all the sports. We got ping pong, rugby, wall climbing, bobsled, cheerleading, arm wrestling, skydiving, clay shooting, and Sepak Tekraw. So
What?
we'll get to it. So I start with wall climbing, and I can choose from Team Thunder, the Hard Hitters, the Disco Knights, the Crusaders, the Speed Strikers, the Mad Maidens, the Average Joes, or the Boost Force. And I'm like, well, I gotta go with the Disco Knights.
Of course.
Absolutely.
I would have done.
And tutorials are for pussies. No. So
Little Michael Jackson in there.
so I'm like, let's start climbing walls. Let's do it. I've never played any of these before. This is my first take of everything.
Wow,
And
they did a really bad job with the split screen.
Yeah.
And so we're all, I guess, climbing walls against each other. World's #1 sport right here. And I thought I was supposed to like tap on each side because it looks like it's split down the middle. But I don't think that's what I'm supposed to do, because if
You're supposed to scratch the hell out of your little
I scratch every time I make it to a new segment. But you'll notice the other racers are fucking done, and I'm not done. So I'm wall climbing. I'm wall climbing, and watch this though. I think I boom. What happened? Where did I get that burst of speed?
You did very well for a second.
Yeah. So that was wall climbing, and I'm a winner. Just kidding. Stefan,
Yes.
you fucking lost, you idiot. Go to hell.
They have everyone on the bottom that did
I
better
lost
than
15 skill points. So fuck that. Next game, bobsled. Not a sport. And I figure I'll pick the green team because they're probably Jamaican. And
Yes.
Cool runnings.
Ted and Adrian are going to bobsled for me. And so, you know, bobsledding's pretty straightforward. If you don't know what it is, it's two guys hugging each other on a little tube down a snow tube. And I'll be honest with you, this is the one. This is the one, guys, that I actually win at this event.
Awesome.
Yeah, and
You've watched enough cool runnings in your day.
Yeah, I do pretty well. So I skipped
Exactly.
because winning's boring, and so I skipped most of this track. But yeah, we did it.
Just too good of a job on you.
Yeah, indeed. So we gained 20 skill points. Good job, Crusaders. So
Congratulations.
next sport, cheerleading. Let's get the Mad Maidens because I'm sexist. And so we're gonna do cheerleading. All right. This is
And since you don't do tutorials.
No, tutorials are for losers. So I think it's like a rhythm game, but and what will become a recurring theme, I can tap things, right? But I can't, like, the game just doesn't register me like moving the stylus along the screen in like a line.
Okay.
So if I hold the stylus down and move it upward or sideways or anything, it registers like maybe 10% of the time. And so all of my cheerleading routines are fucking ruined.
I just want to point out the crowd.
They're flat and dead.
Well, no, when they like pan out and they show the crowd moving.
It's like you're playing Roblox.
Oh, check this out. The big
No.
finish. So here's the big cheerleading finish. I got the downward stroke, but the upward one doesn't work. And my favorite part of the game is coming up. My favorite part of the whole game. That. Run up. Watch my player one. Fuck. She fell. Nothing beats that for me. So, despite not competing against anyone else, we lost at cheerleading. So, so fuck it, arm wrestling. And I picked the guys who have actual arms as their logo.
Cody, turn your hat backwards. You know, you gotta become
yeah.
that different person. I turn my hat backwards.
Yeah.
It's like a different person.
So I'm playing as LeBron from the Hard Hitters. He's got to be a sports guy. He's LeBron.
Yeah.
So ready to arm wrestle? Are you ready?
But he's also
Here we go.
Rufus,
I lost.
Saving the world.
That's true, Nikki.
You're bad at this game.
I lost at arm wrestling, but this time I'm like, no. I know I lost 20 skill points. No, we're retrying this. I lost in 2 seconds. So I give this one another shot. So check this out though. I get it. I figured it out. You know. So time to wrestle. I gotta scratch it back and forth, and now touch.
What?
What is that? Tap it.
Tap
what do you,
where?
What I'm trying to tell you to do, Matt.
do you still want me to scratch while I touch? That sounded dirty. So I lost. So fuck that, skydiving. And I'm taking Boost Force because they sound like they're pretty good at skydiving. And, well, I may have ruined Boost Force's reputation in this wonderful sport of skydiving. So did you just see what happened?
Not really.
Yeah,
Are you
me neither.
skydiving with a plastic man?
Well, see, I'm like, every time I tap on the bottom, a little guy appears. So flash forward a minute, and I haven't been able to do anything.
You're just... Hey! Formation! Get in formation! We're falling really fast!
They just fall. We lost.
How did you lose? You had the bathroom mascot on your team.
I feel like as long as we don't, crash into the ground, that's a win.
Yeah.
So I move on to clay shooting. Again, not a sport. And, what? What am I supposed to do? Okay, so the stylus makes the crosshair appear on the top. So I'm using the stylus on the bottom screen to make Cisco shoot at the top. And
Maybe you're supposed to actually hit a button.
Oh wait, no, it happened. I shot, and I figure it out. Here's how you shoot. Okay, so you move the crosshair with the stylus.
Yeah.
And then when a clay pigeon is in front of you, you have to slide up to make a bullet fly out of your gun.
What?
It's really stupid.
Because that's how guns work. You gotta fling them up.
So I'm like, fuck that.
They should just use the shoulder buttons on the DS.
Okay, it's time to play Sepak Tekraw. And Sepak Tekraw is a Malaysian kick volleyball.
Sounds stupid.
Yeah. Why this game is
pushing for that to be in the 2016 Summer Olympics.
Yeah.
I'm not watching it. This is dumb.
Why this game is in this game, I don't know. And why none of the buttons make me kick, I don't know. I try a different button every single time and the ball just rolls past me. The ball.
This is like when I played caveman games on the episode that never aired.
Yes. But check it out. Here it comes. Match point. Time to pull it out. Right, team. I kick it. You know how I'm kicking it?
How?
I'm just jamming every button. I'm literally like this whole time.
Masher.
Every time something comes near me, I'm just jamming every button. And so we're kicking volleyball, and this seems like a hard game. I lost anyway. Fuck this game. Fuck Deca Sports. Here's the best part. Because
Four.
Yes!
You just over and over and over again.
Love it.
why do we fall?
So we
pick
can get
ourselves
back up
again
and turn
not
off this
play-
game.
Yeah, not play Sports Island DS anymore.
Alright,
I played 7 sports games and they were all bad.
Yeah.
Even the one I won at bobsledding. You know what that was? It was L&R. And that was it. It was stupid.
So you didn't like the game?
No, it was really bad. At least I learned what Sepak Tekraw was, and that's kind of neat.
All right, so Matt wins Shitty Game Award.
Congratulations,
Worst game
Matt.
played.
I finally win worst game, and it's like the week when you guys have good games. That's not fair.
That is true. That is pretty bad. Oh well, it is what it is. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, pal. So that's it for the majority of the show. Matt, why don't you though tell us what we're playing next time?
Oh, why don't you tell me what we're playing next time? In fact, why don't you tell someone else what they're playing? Because next week, Cody, is Nick Arcade Challenge Week.
Okay.
What Nick Arcade Challenge Week is where we come up with various challenges in video games for one another to complete.
Okay.
So we can't be lazy about recording this week, guys. But we just and we try and do whatever. I don't know. We'll come up with it off the show. We'll talk about it.
All right. So tune in next week.
Different.
Tune in next week to see if we can complete each other's challenges
If you can get
in various video games.
500 points in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in 2 seconds.
Dun, 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 dun.
Mikey's
Yes.
moving left.
He's already moved. He's left. He's on the wall. You fucking moron.
Can't move left.
He can't move left.
All right. Okay, guys. Well, that's it for the show. Until next time, don't die.
And visit our Facebook page at Facebook Cartridge Blowers.
And
Yeah,
keep
that's right.
on blowing.
Facebook.com.
And I don't have a catchphrase.
All right. So we'll see you. We'll see you soon. Cue game over. I'm dead inside.